Hello, everybody, and welcome to Playoffs Round 2 here at the Anaheim Ducks NHL23 launch tournament presented by McDonald's of Southern California and powered here by League Gaming. I am joined by Grizz and Davos tonight for some amazing playoff hockey. Isn't that right, Grizz?
Absolutely right. And yesterday, great start. We had a couple of really good series, including our featured series did go to Game 5. It was a reverse sweep to start things off, and we have more action tonight, Lime.
Yeah, we definitely do, don't we, Davos? Why don't you pop over and have a look and say your hellos, as we have a great matchup coming to you with Composure against Turning Point.
It's going to be a doozy. Let's just like we had last night. Another great run for two teams. Last round, got a couple of great matchups last night, and now we have Turning Point and Composure, both teams coming off sweeps in the last round.
Yeah, two teams coming off of sweeps with 9 sweeps in round 1. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but why don't we pop over and have a look at these lineups that we are going to be showcasing tonight for Composure and Turning Point, Grizz.
It starts off with Turning Point. We have Villain, Rippin, Soilo, Sweet Lou, Delisle, and Stonewall in net. Looking over at Composure, McLovin, Marco, Tendy, Official Mark, Odie, and Bandit in net. These are two storied franchises. They have been around for quite a while, and Composure has the 12-4 all-time series against Turning Point, and that goes back to their first matchup in playoffs in ESHL Season 2. So these teams have certainly been around for quite some time, Lime, and there is a lot of history between these clubs, a lot of history between elite players. This should be a great matchup here tonight.
Yeah, both of these teams are going to be fighting through thick and thin, and great players on both respecting teams here, Grizz, and it has been a long battle for both of them so far in the playoffs. It has been a good run. Davos, so what do you think about these two lineups going head-to-head tonight?
Well, it's a tale of the just classic rivalry here between these two teams. A lot of these guys have been in this situation before. There have been other lengthy veterans of the LG community in Villain, Rip, and Soilo, Sweet Lou, Delisle, Stonewall. They've all been a part of teams that have gone the test. And this is another big duel between these two teams. And I only expect the best out of these two clubs.
Yeah, you can say that again. Grizz, we've got some guys with some pretty big names and some pretty good points, with McLovin leading the charge here on both of these teams with 7 points respectively.
Yeah, and Composure, he did that in the regular season as well. He led his club with 65 points in the regular season. Composure taking home 23 wins in the regular season. And now Turning Point, they took home 19 wins, a little less offensive, but stout goaltending from Stonewall Civ, 1.80 goals against average. 841 save percentage. So the goaltending duo may go to Steve tonight, but Bandit on the other side, respectable as well in the regular season, 1.72 goals against average, 822 save percentage. So these teams, they're going to have to work pretty hard to find the back of the net here. Turning Point taking on Composure in this best of 5.
Well, Grizz, one of these teams is going to come out with a loss. They haven't had one so far here in the Anaheim Ducks NHL23 launch tournament and playoffs round 2 here, but we are going to get an L on either side. Guys, can I get your predictions before we dive right in here, starting with Davos?
Oh, man. I think we're going to go for another 5-game night. I think Turning Point is going to stun Composure in 5.
I love it. And what do you think there, Grizz?
I'm flipping the script. I'm going Composure in 5. Our teams have matched up. We're getting you guys down to ice level again. We have a good one. It's Composure taking on Turning Point. Sweet Lou and the boys taking on Tendy and his club. Odie, over 550 games played for this Composure squadron. Like I said, these guys go way, way back. As Davos, take us in.
Here we go. It's game 1, Composure and Turning Point. In this round 2 series, we've had a doozy so far. Last night, we're bound to have another one tonight with Grizz and Live in the booth to be tonight. Glad to have them aboard. Soilos will get the back of Delisle. Delisle will march in with the puck. They'll skate it in, back to the corner. Here's a pickpocket play. Marco takes the cross, a 2-on-1. Marco passes a shot. Never got through. Another chance. Oh, and a great save. Rebound back to McLovin. There's Delisle, and long drive deflected, loose puck, oh, it's Skinner to the goal line, and almost got through, and Stonewall making himself big in net so far.
A big stop early. I mentioned Stonewall in the pregame. He's going to have to come up huge here to give his club a chance to win. Composure, they're going to work the boards. They're going to get a ton of possession. Stonewall's going to have to be sharp here.
This one back center shot, big save made by Stonewall. Rebound deflected left side to McLovin. Back around it goes. Tendy banks it back over to McLovin again. McLovin turns it back. Mark in the pinching spot. Back to the right side. Odie keeps and dazzles and dancing in. Low chance. Deflected wide the cage. Sweet Lou for turning point will shovel it down. And the unrelenting pressure of Composure to start this game forces a first icing.
Maybe looking up the boards there and not on the same page as his wingers started to split out towards center. Puck going all the way down, touched up for icing. Offensive zone here for Composure.
This one back the slot. Tendy walks in. Good poke check there. Delisle will feed it across center ice. And offside will be called against Turning Point.
As we're almost to the halfway point of this first period. No offensive possession yet for Turning Point. It's been all Composure so far. Just the one lone threatening chance, though.
The face-off is here to the back. Across up the middle now. Circling on in, deflected wide. Back to the slot, deflected wide. Rebound to the corner again. Another chance off the post. The rebound, skitters wide again. Back to the slot, turning around, a shot, big save, rebound, they score! Marco on the rebound.
See it starts with the 4-second chance opportunity. The follow-up from Marco finds its way home. Composure on the board up 1-0.
Soft tie it back around the slot for Rippon. To Delisle. There's Sweet Lou again. No cut across, they dump it into the corner. Back around the slot, back left side, Penny over the middle, cutting in over the boards. Back around the club, and good cycle blocked in front by Crew. And back to Villain. He got poke checked, another turnover. Oh, what a big hit there. And offside at the blue line is Composure.
You said it, massive hit, but able to get the pass off first. Unfortunately for them, they do go offside. Back to the neutral zone for a faceoff. You're going to see the defenseman of Composure heavily involved in offense. Official Mark with 41 points in the regular season. Odie with 37.
Another shot, big save by Stonewall. Rebound goes behind the goal. Delisle battles with McLovin. McLovin gets it left side, top of the point. Odie across, down to 10 shot, rebound. Oh, a chance on the goal line again. Swallowed up and covered by Stonewall.
You can't forget about the other side, Sam Delisle coming in with 41 points in the regular season. Sweet Lou, not as offensive. He's more the defensive defenseman and worked the puck up the boards. Not so much in the offensive zone, just 16 points for him in the regular season.
And this one pitched across, they score, they poke it in. They poke it, Marco gets his second goal off a crazy bounce in front.
And Marco already on the hat trick alert here in the first period. Trying to do his best Tage Thompson impression here tonight. Composure up 2-0.
Off they go, they turn it over the blue line. Villain to the left side, back to point. Sweet Lou, one-timer blocked in front. And official Mark. They carry it across McLovin down the wing, cutting in, a dancing move, a pass back and loose. Turnover and a blocker save. All Composure now, first period. Rippon, a backhand feed across the blue line. They cut it across. This one's dumped in. Loose puck for Marco, back right side, poked ahead. And another 3-on-2 odd man rush. Composure now dancing McLovin. McLovin can't get the shot away. Villain knocked away that time, and Composure regains control again. For the middle, here's a chance. Delisle marching in the backhand to the forehand. One-timer, save made. And the puck goes back to Delisle across the left side. Villain dancing in over to Los. So dump it around the cage. And there's Tendy to get the puck first.
And you're just seeing domination here from Composure early. Turning Point has not been able to generate any offense so far. They're going to have to get Soilos in on the forecheck. He's one of the best forecheckers in the league. So he's going to have to activate here to give his club a chance.
With some backhand across the line. Shot saved by Bandit. And his first chance is a stop there.
Sweet Lou, the line drive, looking for traffic in front. Had it, but swallowed up by Bandit. No second chance could be found.
And after 2-0 lead for Composure on a hot start from Marco.
Bring in Limer. Limer, what did you see out there in the first 2-0 Composure?
Yeah, Grizz, I think Dabo said it best. Marco. He gets a big goal in the high slot for only his second to the playoffs. Not very many pucks in the back of the net there in round 1, but he snuck in and got his second one with a little bit of a wild bounce out from the corner. But the pucks have been put on net from Composure. They're moving around good in the offensive zone. Grizz, you said it best yourself. They love to go back to the D and get those shots on net, and you look at the stats there. They sure are doing it, Grizz.
And not a shot for Turning Point until the very end of that period. I believe that shot came in with 1.3 seconds left, something like that. Get a good look at the goal there again. It's the second chance opportunity off that cut. And here's a good look at that goal. Just a little bit of space in between the skate and the pipe. And you got to love the replay here. Always nice when we can get a second chance look at that.
And here we go, starting the second period. Composure hot out of the gate to start the first. They have 2 and are up by 2. Now an Odie across. What a save by by Stonewall. Another chance. That one deflected wide. Odie back center over the line, cutting in. Cutting the cross. Save made by Stonewall. And the puck is covered.
Yeah, Turning Point is just backs up against the wall right now. Composure able to maintain possession, get numerous chances out of an offensive possession. They are peppering Stonewall here.
Across it goes, the feedback. Delisle to Sweet Lou. And what a hit at the offside blue line. A huge hit from official Mark putting his name on the board there.
Not able to get back on sides as Caps Gaming takes down Strictly Business in their first game of the night. They win that one 3-2, take the 1-0 series lead. In our Contenders Cup, Reign taking on Bandits HC. Reign wins game 1, 4-1. They have a 1-0 series lead as well.
Across the middle it goes, back in the corner. McLovin stolen away, but again, back over. Top of the key for Mark. Mark will walk it through. Long drive, deflected wide, rebound to Delisle. And across it goes, up the left side, Rippin. Onside, lost a chance, and that one skittered wide.
As Isles GT fat-fingered their submission, they do take down Tolerance in game 1, score of 5-0. They have the 1-0 series lead.
And a steal, 2-on-1, dancing in Delisle, picked up by Mark. And he'll shovel it. Oh, Sweet Lou with a steal. Sweet Lou dancing in. And Odie picks his pocket there.
Anaheim Ducks Gaming taking down Instinct by a score 2-1. They now lead the series 1-0, and we'll keep tabs on that one. Another very good series over there for Ducks and Instinct. Insert lime quack.
Quack.
Face off outside the blue line here. Tie up across to Delisle. Delisle will watch it through, back over Rip and give and go over the line, and intercepted. And a 2-on-1. Offside barely. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I think Tendy wanted that one-touch pass across, and he's like, if I don't get this puck, I'm going offside. He went way off on that chance.
A tie up back over McLovin. Skate across right side Tendy. Tendy back across up the middle. And back in. We'll fiddle it through into the corner now. And here is Delisle waiting. Delisle fed it shot. Loose puck in there. Bandit with his save. Rebound to quad. Villain, backhander off the back of the cage. Pinball's there. Villain again. Lost the handle. Here comes the rush. Tendy. Mark knocked away. And Pure Rippin will handle it for turning point here. They dump it in left side corner. Villain back to the point. Lou fires. It deflects. Back to Rippin again. Trying to force feed it through. And then it's poke check back. Odie controls Composure, will get it out of the zone. Rush for Tendy. Up around the boards. Delisle able to pick it up for turning point. Then intercepted by Composure. Tendy walks in. Save made Stonewall on the short side.
A short side chance from Tendy. You see those shots all game long. Tendy not afraid to test the goaltender on the pipe. But how about a nice first possession offensively for Turning Point? Took a while to get there, but now they could hopefully gain some momentum off of that and try to get themselves on the board here.
What a chance for Tendy at the side of the goal. Rebound deflected wide. Then DeMarco. Top circle, hangs on. Spins around backside in front, and that one deflected. Never got a clean shot away from Marco there. Back in that corner again. Low shot. Never got through. A break for Soilos. As he moves in, he got bumped. And it's picked off. A long stretch pass. Taken away. Tendy. He's hit the goalpost. Rebound saved by Stonewall. And what a ride for that one. My goodness, what a chance. Pass. Marco glove save by Stonewall and a whistle here.
Forehand short side chance. Stonewall. The answer with the glove is catch 22, taking a 1-0 series lead over the underdogs. That would certainly be an upset, wouldn't it, Davos?
Oh, that would be an absolute killer of an upset against a team like the underdogs there. Back to the point, it goes off a blocked shot. Sweet Lou picks it up for turning point. Back inside, turning around, Rippin walks in, back to Delisle. Delisle with room. He skates in the shot, it got blocked away. And a 2-on-1, maybe a 3-on-1. Here's McLovin. McLovin poked away by the defense.
Entourage taking down Clutch Crew, bringing them down to earth after their round one upset. Entourage takes game one, 7-1.
McLovin save off the one-timer, and Bandit will cover it up with 3 seconds to go.
I'll tell you what, Davos, Bandit caught a little deep in the crease there. I like that shot by Sweet Lou. He's been rifling them from way out. No traffic in front on that one. Bandit able to make the save.
Back to the slot, one last chance, poked away after 2 periods. We're still 2-0 for Composure.
Let's bring you back in. Still 2-0, no goals in that period. What'd you see out there?
No goals in that period, but I think we got to tip our cap to Stonewall. He had an absolutely massive period there for turning point. Tendy had a chance to make it 3-0 on a breakaway there. Got a little luck from his post, but I think he made about 3 or 4 odd man rushes, saves, Grizz, which was very beneficial. And you can see it there with the 16 shots for Composure. It's just heavy for them right now.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about domination. You are seeing domination here in game one. Let's remind everyone it is a best-of-5 series. You certainly don't win it here in game one. As Tendy going on the forehand, looked like he might have had a chance, but Stonewall just reacted fast enough. There's a short side chance again from Tendy as well. Again, love the replays that were given. Always nice to get that second chance look in the intermission.
Things happen so quickly. You never know like what could have made anything possible. But a big thanks to that instant replay. As we get set for the third period, 2-0 lead. Composure, game one of a best-of-5 series. Turning point trying to get back in this hockey game. Buck goes back to the point. Rippin hangs on left side. So wait, back over to Sweet Lou. Good cycle, Soilos. To the top of the key. Lou across the line. Let's go! And a pass save. Rebound. Villain controls it. And he'll look for room. Villain walks in. Shot! And that one will trickle wide of a cage. And Composure will carry it across the blue line. Here's Marco! Save made! Penalty coming up. Power play, Composure.
We're going backhand, forehand, trying the short side once again. He's going to be tripped up. Power play coming. As Marco will look for the hat trick here on this opportunity.
Face-off tie-up, back to the left side, turning his chance for McLovin, and he just couldn't get it out before offside was going.
back to the neutral zone we go, and it seems for every one turning point offensive possession, it's 5 or 6 for Composure. Offsides once more. We'll do it all one more time. But yeah, I mean, turning point, all their offense seems to be coming just from those point shots. They got to work a little harder down low. I know Soilos has it in him. He can pull some magic out of the hat. He's going to need to here. This game is still in reach, Davo. 16:30 to go. Only down by 2.
And the puck in the corner. McLovin has it. McLovin dancing in the missed pass for Mark as it goes all the way down the ice as they look to get back on the power play. Odie across. Mark with a full head of steam down the right side. Dancing in. Looks for the pass. No pass open. Looks for the shot maybe. A bouncer over the corner. Marco working in the front. And he gets it back. Marco back. Odie walks in. Odie loose puck. They score! Marco!
That trick for Marco. Chaos in front. Picks up the loose puck. Don't mind if I do. Hat's coming onto the ice. It's 3 for Marco as Composure in a 3-0 lead.
Back in the play across. Again, they mark the 3. And here's Sweet Lou. This is wide. Forehand look. And Tendy's away to the races. Tendy marches in. He got bumped off the puck there. And a poke check away. Soilos is off the races. He's got Villain back to him. Knocked away. Rippin controls it. Rippin top. Sweet Lou. Poke check away. Into the right side. They'll march it in. Dancing across. Water reach. And a chance. Score! It's Odie punching it in.
Take the hit to make the play as Tendy picks up that puck. And it's Odie. Nice forehand cut there. The recipient of that feed across. Like it might have just been covered. The pass, threading the needle tape to tape. Better pass 4-0. Composure. Nothing. I meant 5.
And they score again. They score again. McLovin.
Been able to get on the board there for his club, and this looks more representative of a score of a game where a team has dominated like Composure has.
Back in the slot for Lyle again. Ripped into the slot. Walking into Lyle. Pass! Saving up beauty. Bandit. Coming up big there. Again, slot deflected. Loose back in the slot again. Deflected again wide. Loose, they score! Villain on the backhand, right to the slot, and he makes no mistake. Roofing that one over the blocker of the Bandit.
And it's a start. Villain led this team in the regular season in points. Helps his club get on the board there. He also led his club in goals as well. So 5-1, 8 minutes to go here. Let's see if they can start to get some momentum going.
That one ricocheted wide, 7:30 to go. And here's Odie. Oh, what a move. They score again! And oh boy, that might be it.
Oh man, Tendy grabs that, quickly goes to the back end to avoid the stick check, hands it right to McLovin. Poked off the stick, McLovin just grabbed the loose puck before anyone else could. He had a step towards the net, squeaks that one in just past Stonewall. 6-1, Composure.
And just a frenzy from Composure in this third period.
Just to remind everybody, it was 2-0 headed into the third. Now 6-1 as McLovin gets his second of the game.
McLovin will look around, back in the slot. McLovin moving on in. Walks it through, back to the defense, Odie. In prime, that one deflected back to the point. Over to McLovin again. Still dumping around. Sweet Lou in the corner. Battling there, Sweet Lou. Will cut behind. Delisle has control again. Cycle to Lyle off the boards. Walks in a big hit there. And over the middle they go. A quick feed across is intercepted. And Sweet Lou carried across the zone. Back over to Rippon. Knocked away by Composure now. Walking it in. And puck goes deep in the slot. Dancing wide McLovin again. Passes back. Knocked away. 1 minute to go in the third period. 6-1 for Composure in dominating fashion. Across the middle now. It goes wide. And they'll walk us free again. Dancing in the slot. Sweet Lou. Give and go. They'll shovel it for Villain. Villain walks in. Back to Rippon. Intercepted Villain. Rippon, they poke it out of the zone. The slot picked up by Composure. Marco already getting a hat trick. Passes it off to Tendy. Tendy in there. Marking across Villain. Going to kill the rest of the clock here. 12 seconds to go. And Odie will carry it across. What a game for Composure. Game 1 in the books here. One last rush. Deflected wide. B1. Composure. Dominating performance.
Dominating. The only word here for Composure in game 1 against Turning Point. It took a while to get goals. Just 2 goals through. They add 4.
Here at the Anaheim of Southern California. Still some work to be done for Turning Point.
One to what they know and what they love. Composure dominated, but that's in the rear view. It's now game 2. Can you find a way to put yourself back in the win column here and even up the
bit
series?
of technical difficulties as you see. Davos is playing a little game of hide and seek. We're going to jump into a quick ad here, and then we will be right back.
Zegras joined by Henry. He scored! Trevor Zegras, overtime game winner. Grant, front again to score! Rebound hooked home by Mason McDonald. There's that shot from Frank McDonald.
All right, Grizz. Davos is taking care of a couple things. We're going to let him hold on a second or two longer. But some winning teams here, Grizz. Is Turning Point ended up dropping, but Entourage going 4 in a row, Ducks Gaming going 4 in a row in playoffs, New York Islanders Gaming, Caps Gaming, Catch 22, and now Composure as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, game 1, as dominating as it is, it's only one game. This is a best of 5 series.
Exactly.
And in a best of 5 series, you have the chance to adapt every period, every game. You know, could be a sweep, could also go to 5. We thought it was going to be a sweep last night. Guess what? A reverse sweep. Nobody saw that coming, and they dominated. Maybe not on the level that Composure dominated, but pretty darn close. And Turning Point, they have some fantastic players over there as well. Wouldn't be shocked to see them get in the win column. But man, I mean, it's hard to say that Composure didn't just play the perfect game against Turning Point.
I couldn't agree more. It was absolutely phenomenal. Marco coming in with a natural hat trick there, Grizz. And then we saw Villain come in late for Turning Point, one of those amazing players, and scoring to try and maybe push some momentum to get them through into game 2 and trying to even this series up.
Yeah, certainly. And again, I mentioned Soilos. We have to see him get involved. One of his best assets. He's one of the best forecheckers in this game, but they weren't able to get Composure pinned in their own end at all. They could not pressure them. They broke the puck out phenomenally. You can't say enough good things about the game that Composure had. So all you can say for Turning Point is it's time to step your game up.
Yeah, it definitely is. Turning Point really needs to turn things around, but maybe not from the back end, as we saw some pretty amazing stuff out of Stonewall. He was a wall back there, Grizz.
Certainly was. Davos, welcome back. There's the big smile. As we work through some technical difficulties here tonight, we apologize for any of that. As Davos, what are your thoughts on that game?
Well, it was all around a great game, but until the third period comes around, the giant wave of Composure came crashing down on Turning Point, and they just had no answer for it. Just wave after wave of everything happening here.
Yeah, it has been a wave, and we'll see if Turning Point can stop that wet wave that is Composure as the boys get themselves matched up here at the Anaheim Ducks NHL23 launch tournament presented by McDonald's of Southern California, Week 2 playoffs. Composure against Turning Point. Grizz, do you think Composure is going to extend their playoffs run lossless?
I do think that Composure takes the win in this game. I think it's going to be a little closer than 6-1. I think Turning Point is going to get back to what they know and love. They did have a couple of good offensive possessions later in the game as the game started to go on. Maybe that was Composure sitting back a little bit, but I don't think we're going to see quite the dominance that we saw. Turning Point's just too good of a club to allow that to happen twice in a row.
Yeah, I think you're right about that one, Davos. It looks like our teams have got themselves set up down to ice level here. So I'll let you guys take it away.
All right, here we go. Turning Point and Composure, Game 2. After a dominating win, Composure looks to take another one. Will Turning Point have an answer? We're going to find out.
We're waiting for the boys to drop in here. A 1-0 series lead for Composure. Will they make it 2-0, or will Turning Point find a way to even up the series after 2 games?
And across they go, marching in, a shot, rebound deflected. For the line, they walk it across the blue line. Over the middle, taking it wide, back in the glove and across the zone. Walking in, they score! Start of the game, McLovin gets it done. 1-0 Composure.
All right, right out of the gate. As they said, you know what? We're not going to give Turning Point the chance to adapt. We're going to come out flying. 1-0 Composure early in game number 2.
This one across to Sweet Lou. Back to Delisle. He got bumped there. Back across. Here's Tendy again. Tendy walking it free. Back in the corner. Loose puck in there. Picked up by Delisle. Over the zone. They walk it free. They'll dump it into the high slot. Back to behind the cage. And Delisle again. Sweet Lou back in the corner. Back behind. Walking a chance. Oh, what a save made by Bandit. To the middle, Sweet Lou will carry it across. Back over the middle now, taking it wide. Nice pass to McLovin. McLovin, left side, poked away. Back to Los. And Sweet Lou will carry it across. And a huge hit there. Down and offside to boot. Sadly, on that play.
Offsides after a quick start here for Composure. Looked like that would have been a good chance as well, but back to the neutral zone here, Turning Point, trying to find themselves some offense. They're not going to do it there as they went offside.
They'll cut back in. Over the middle, they tuck it back in here. There's a rush down the wing. Villain. Walking across, dancing wide. Over the middle now, taking it again on the forehand. Loose puck in there, back in the slot. Over, Ripper, shot, save, made, rebound, Rippin. And this one goes down the ice, back around again. Over to Los, Delisle again, Ripper, another block in front. There's a rush down the wing, they'll walk it free. An offside will be called against Turning Point.
Yeah, another offside as this game starts to slow itself down a little bit after the hot start from Composure. Again, Turning Point can't let this one get out of reach, as last game Stonewall gave them an opportunity for most of the game before Composure finally broke through that wall. We'll see what Stonewall's able to do here. Composure already on the board, so Turning Point once again playing from behind.
Up the middle now, they take it away down the middle. Over in that corner, there's McLovin. Over the middle, Villain back into the Rippin. Rippin, a chance, deflected wide. Loose puck, Villain, shot down, kicked out. Walking across, here's a chance for Sorlos. And he will launch it down. Delisle able to intercept it. Walk in the lane, throwing a backhand pass, rebound, skittered wide of the cage. Delisle. Over to Villain now. A rush down the wing, cutting in is Mark. Mark again, intercepted, Tendy pass, broken on Marco, blocked in front by Delisle. Another loose chance, can't get the puck out again. Marco. Over in the slot again. And the rush is on. A break for Tendy, dropping it back. They poked it away. Rippin made the heads-up play to knock that chance. Another offside against Turning Point here.
Yeah, it's been nothing but offsides really since that goal. And this game is just coming down to a crawl in the final few seconds of the first period.
There's some back across, they dump it down. Another icing.
Did I mention this game's coming to a crawl? We couldn't even get through 4.5 seconds there. As one more face-off will do it for the first period.
And after a period in the books, 1-0 lead, Composure and McLovin able to get it done.
As Lime, let's bring you into the fold. Only one goal for Composure. It started early, and since then, the game really slowed itself down. What do you see out there?
It definitely did slow itself down. That was a big early goal, and we're getting a replay of it here as a big one by McLovin as he gets himself on the board from a quick pass from Tendy, and that was right into the game, and we're going to go right back into period number 2, guys. Take it away.
A quick setup for McLovin. No chance for Stonewall as we begin the second period. And we are underway again. Villain across the ice, poked away by Odie. A bouncer again for Tendy. As Tendy walks it in, Rip and knocks it away. Let's stretch for Villain now. Villain walks in. Villain LTs, a pass, deflected wide. Mark getting Booze raining down on him. Over to Odie. Odie marches over the blue line. Back to Tendy. Good feet across. Rebound back. McLovin can't get the shot. And he gets stick lifted and loses the handle. Delisle for Turning Point now. Over to Sweet Lou. Full head of steam. Over to Los. Good zone entry here. Los. Back to Sweet Lou. Long drive. Deflected wide. Back to Villain. Villain a shot. Save made by Bandit as he covers up.
Bandits' first action there, Turning Point trying to tie the game. Gonna have to wait just a little bit longer. We'll see what they can dial up here off the offensive zone faceoff.
Then the face-off, one to the back, over the shot. Oh, big save off the wrister from Soilos. This one back in the corner now. They work it over the middle is Odie. Over to Marco. The puck skitters in the back to the backwards across the zone for Turning Points. The pass from Soilos, and he got dropped as Marco will carry it across, dances wide. Marco to Tendy. Tendy on the back end. Loose puck, that one skittered wide. Back over Sweet Lou again. Over the middle, look at the speed burst down for Villain. A drop pass for Delisle. He walks in, loose puck covered by Bandit. A very close play at the front of the net.
And Turning Point starting to get a couple chances towards the net. Again, off that last face-off play, you saw that shot back where they came from, but Bandit able to keep the toe on it. We'll see what they can do on this one.
This one back around it goes. Odie. He walks it free. And they'll walk it across the blue line. They'll just dump it in. Tendy, first one to get there possibly. And Villain able to escape with it. And running around back for Delisle. Turning Point. Loose puck intercepted. And Sweet Lou able to gallop away with it. But easily turned over again. Here's Composure up the wing. Back to Mark behind the net. Loose puck is intercepted. Another turnover again. Tendy. Back to the point. Odie with some room. Wrister hits a skate. Back to him, a shot. Loose puck and Skinner's there. And never got a shot away. Composure. Good defensive stop there by Turning Point. Ripping across the zone. And they'll dump it in.
Entourage a 2-0 lead after a 2-0 win over Clutch Crew. So again, leading that series 2-0 as they now go in for that sweep.
There's McLovin back to Mark across the zone. And Soilos, what a hit there. McLovin drops him across the zone. They go Marco, and that one just misses. Rebound poke checked away back in the slot. The slot again, Tendy again. Nice LT spin. Back to the point, Odie. Odie and waltzes with it. Odie across, moving in. Good play, a shot. That one deflected wide. Mark sachets over to Tendy. He walks in, he fakes the backhand, and it's just out of the reach. Again over Tendy. Good play for Composure. His puck is intercepted. And Turning Point is away down the middle. And good again, just being contested by Composure, and then just winning the battle every time. And Villain will get the puck ahead. Turning Point now. Sweet Lou hits a chance, and around they go. It's intercepted again. One toss over to Tendy. Tendy in the corner, moving on in. Good bump there. Pressure is on, and Villain trying to escape, can't get by Tendy once more. Tendy trying to force it, and it's intercepted. Another 5 seconds to go in the period. Offside will be called with 3.3 left in the play on the game clock.
As Chris chimed in, says Lou needs to do some lifts in between period. Get the boys jacked up, get the adrenaline going. Strictly business, evening the series against Caps Gaming. I know James in chat is not going to like that one. As strictly business, able to take one off of Caps Gaming. They'll head to game 3. Momentum, the 2-0 series lead over Monarchs.
Yeah, I'm sure that Caps Gaming's not going to be too worried about that, Grizz. They were just on a 4-heater. I'm sure they'll be able to turn that one around quickly as we see Momentum, who we saw yesterday, Grizz, go over the Monarchs 2-1. But same old period that we saw from period 1 there, Grizz. Composure still kind of holding it down, and we're not really seeing much from Turning Point, are we?
So not a lot of offense, but defensively, they've adjusted. They really held Composure at bay after that initial goal. You see the chance there, but Bandit was just ready for it. He didn't bite at all. It was a good face-off play, just doesn't go their way. And you see that shot there as well. But again, offensively, we need to see something. Defensively, they've given themselves a chance in this game. They're just down by 1. Composure has not looked as dominant as they did in game 1.
And here we go, start of the third period, and a quick offside to start things off here.
Yeah, I feel like game one absolutely blew by. In this one, they can't seem to get in the zone clean. It's really slowed this game down, and they're going to have to fight for every inch out there and make better passes into the zone.
Puck one to the back over for Sweet Lou. And Delisle will walk it across the line inside. They got bumped there. Here is Odie. Moving across. Tendy got swept away. Back in the corner. Moving in the pass. Just out of reach. There's Tendy. Wow. I can see that right through the crease, and Stonewall didn't move an inch.
Heads up on that one as he was trying to launch that one into the stands.
As the underdogs take a game from Catch-22, the series is tied over there. A rush down the wing. They'll try and thread it through, but it's icing against Turning Point.
Yeah, not what you want to see. We've seen a couple of those passes go way, way off, and that's not going to help them get back in this one. Now an offensive zone faceoff here for Composure.
The faceoff over the slot. McLovin, nice spin, but he loses the handle. And it is Rippin getting leveled, keeping the play going. Composure back over one time, and they score! Second goal for McLovin, and it's 2-0 for Composure.
How about that? Winding up from the left hash. Absolute rocket finds its way home. McLovin gets his second of the game.
Across they go. They just dump it in. Back to Marco, across it goes. A long drive, deflected again. Rebound deflected over. Delisle has control. Turning Point now. Looking to get back in this game. They need something here. They chop it around the boards. Here's Odie, and again. Racing down the right side, neutral zone, right, weaving around, dancing across. That one deflected. McLovin over the boards. Left circle. Nobody home for the pass as Odie was at the middle ice area.
Composure's starting to heat up, but they just missed the mark on that pass. They had to chase that one back into their own end.
Over McLovin. Nice move. They score. No, they wave it off. Goalie interference as there was a pick. And very interesting call if they wave it off.
And no arguments for me there, Davos. McLovin ran Stonewall there. That one's not going to count. He did a very good job to fight through that contact and get the puck back, but in the process, barreling into Stonewall. You saw that animation. He got pushed back into the net a little bit. That one's not going to count as it remains 2-0 in favor of Composure.
An offside was called right after that, as just out of the reach was McLovin.
As welcome my dad to the chat. You guys are hanging out in there. Say what's up to my dad. Loves talking to you guys every week.
It's never not a stream without Grizz Dad, as he's showing support for everybody in here. As Lyle is offside with 9:25 to go, as it has been pretty much a stalemate for Turning Point, not able to do a lot so far in this series.
Panda, buddy, you better get in the Discord and rile the boys up. If you're trying to hit the club tonight, you need a Turning Point victory.
Watch out!
Down 2-0 here. Still time to tie this game up. They got to get moving.
Back across it goes Sweet Lou. Intercepted there, but poked away again. Sweet Lou. They poke it out of the zone this time. Here's Odie down the wing. A 2-on-1. Odie across. Pass is intercepted. Delisle came back and made a great play.
No, I mentioned how the Composure defenseman will activate. That was just a 2-on-1 with both defenders.
Across they go. And Tendy got the handle of it. Around it goes to McLovin. McLovin dancing in. Marco, what a feed. A shot, a big save by Stonewall. Rebound back to Rippin. Across they go. Delisle marches in. The haul down. Penalty coming up against Composure.
All right, 4:36 to go. Remember that play out of Marco. If Turning Point could come back, because he had Tendy wide open on the backside, elected for the shot instead. Doesn't go his way. Now he's headed to the box to sit for 2 minutes or less. Delisle drawing the tripping penalty, and now Turning Point the chance cut into that deficit here on the man advantage.
Face off here. Power play for Turning Point, their first of the game. And Mark is able to intercept it. And a break for Tandy. Short-handed. Tandy score! Tandy short-handed goal.
As you see Tandy wobble his way in, stays on the backhand, roofs it over the glove of Stonewall, and that is the third Composure goal that may just be the dagger here in game 2. Panda says, man, not satisfied, not happy, as his boys have not shown up for him here tonight.
Once he saw the opening for that lane, passing lane opened up, he threaded the needle, and Tandy was gone as he faked the backhand right to the roof. Delisle across for Turning Point now. Across is intercepted, is very high pitching. Here's Odie. Fiddle it back to McLovin. He'll launch it down, and then it's intercepted by Villain. Over to Rippon. Rippon marches across. Backhander over to Villain. Then to Sweet Lou. Top to Delisle. Back over to Villain. Then the puck hits a skate in the flex side of the zone where Sweet Lou will handle it across to Rippon. Rippon with some space. He'll walk in, back line to Lou. He shoots! Blocked in front. Rebound is skittered away. A 2-on-2, maybe a 3-on-3. There is a chance for McLovin. Back to the point for official mark. Here's Odie. Over the right side. The shot save made by Stonewall as he gloves it out of the air. And the stoppage with under a minute to go.
Well, I mentioned Tandy, no stranger to testing the short side, especially along the goal line. Stonewall able to snag that one out of the air.
Across it goes, back over to McLovin. Oh my, backhand is gloved by Stonewall on that very wide angle backhand by Tandy.
As Skip says, I heard Ducks put the series on TV because they thought Panda was playing. Panda, man, you let us down. What can I say?
There's a face-off at 49 on the game clock, third period. Across it goes, over Soilos. Then to Delisle, marching in. Back to Rippon, across to Sweet Lou. Sweet Lou back in the corner now. They return it back inside. Loose puck in there, and it's picked up by Odie. Here's a rush to the rain for Tandy. Dances in, loose puck. Skitters wide. Back in the slot. Goes behind the net. Intercepted McLovin. Dances to the front. They poke it away a second time. Making it back again. Tandy. The corner. Trying to kill the rest of the clock here. 10 seconds to go. They're launching ahead for Rippon down the wing. He loses the puck somehow, and that'll do it. A 3-0 shutout win for Composure. They take game 2 and lead the series 2-0.
Yeah, now getting into that sweep territory as we head to game 3. A 3-0 victory. Shots just 8-4. As Turning Point did a better job defensively, still giving up 3, but they don't find a way to hit the back of the net. Isles GT taking the 2-0 lead over Tolerance with a 4-3 win in game 2.
What a good game we just had there. Turning Point, unfortunate for them. I think that self-pass there in the offensive zone with 6 seconds left has just been the tale of their series, as things are not able to go right for them right now. McLovin gets 2 in game 2. Odie and Mark look like they're absolutely ready for everything back there. Let's get a word from our sponsors, and we'll get ready here for game number 3.
We are filming the NHL23 cover shoot. What do we think?
I love it.
Yeah? I always wore 11 growing up when I was younger. I don't know, it's just the first number I picked and tried to stick with it for as long as I can.
Trevor.
Hi, Sarah.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
This is
Great
crazy.
cover athletes here, so I want you guys to meet before
The Canada jersey,
it's
nice.
ridiculous. I know. It's not your favorite
Hell yeah.
product.
So we're doing some photos outside with some jerseys, and obviously Sarah's here taking some photos with her, and she's obviously really cool, and she's doing a good job, so it's been a lot of fun. Here we go, Motion has the floor. What's up? Come on. I need more direction.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people here, a lot of hands helping out, so it's definitely really cool. So I'm happy to be here. Did you see the photo? Looks sick, yeah. The thighs, I'm sorry. It's all about the thighs. What are you laughing at? It's genetics, Jen?
All right, so that's a cut. We're taking Trevor over to the ice set.
On the ice. Oh! All right, I'll try and put it on a tee for you. Yeah! Obviously, I got to meet Sarah. Really cool, obviously a great hockey player, and happy to be doing it with her. Made the day a lot more fun and a lot easier. That's a wrap here for the cover. It was a lot of fun, but yeah, definitely overall just a really fun day. That's it. That's the next Selly, for sure. It's a wrap.
And we're back.
We are back here at the NHL 23 launch tournament presented by McDonald's of Southern California, put on by the Anaheim Ducks and powered by League Gaming. I am joined here by Grizz and Davos. We just had two amazing games here between Composure and Turning Point, and we're about to get a third, Grizz.
Absolutely right. And this could be it for Turning Point as our teams are getting matched up, heading towards the ice very shortly. But man, I mean, Composure, they didn't look as good. They struggled at times to break in. So Turning Point, an adjustment defensively. Offensively, not there. The goose egg, the shutout for Bandit, it wasn't tested too often.
Yeah.
Turning Point did have that really good face-off play, the shot where Bandit was not fooled, made the save with the toe. So they're going to have to work a little bit harder if they want to generate any offense and keep their season alive here.
Well, it is Composure, New York Isles Gaming, and Entourage sitting with 5 wins in a row. Will Composure make it 6? We're going to find out. Let's send it over to Davos and Grizz as we get down to puck drop.
Well, well, well. Here we go. Game number 3. Turning Point and Composure. This could be a statement game potentially for Turning Point if they can get themselves back in this series. It has to start now. We saw the same thing happen in our last night's matchup. And here we go. Puck drop underway. Sweet Lou's got control, and he'll dump it into the corner. He's pucking this play back, a huge hit. And here's Mark. He'll walk it across the blue ice. Over the lane, Tenby walks in. Back to point. Here's Odie. Let's it go. Rebound save made. Again. Over the middle, taking it wide. Heading wide again is Mark. Mark will walk it through. Over the middle now. Skating in, and it's intercepted there. Turning Point now to Lyle with a head of steam. Stops up and dazzles past 2. Making it wide on the move. No, dump it down. No icing here. Over the zone. Nice feedback over Sweet Lou. Here's a stretch pass. It goes down. Icing the call against Turning Point.
5 minutes gone here in the first. No offensive opportunity to be found, but now an offensive zone faceoff here for Composure.
Here's the tie-up. Back across goes to Odie. Odie launches across the blue line. Odie will just dump it in. Here's Sweet Lou. Sweet Lou across the zone. They march it across. Nice dish back to Delisle. Soilos. Again, Delisle. He got run off, but Sweet Lou across his villain. He walks in. Loose puck back to Rippon. Rippon controls it. Villain is behind the cage. He'll whip it around back to Delisle. Delisle marches it. Locked away McLovin. And here's Odie down the wing. Takes it down the right side. Back to Marco. Marco give and go. Odie walks a chance. He looks, he fires a pass in front. Never got through. Odie can't get the shot away. Is intercepted. Marco can't keep the play alive for his team. Rippon walks it in. Loose puck, bang, a point shot. He does save, Maine Bandit. And he gets the glove save to cover.
You need a little more of that if you want to get on the board. Unfortunately for them, Bandits is making a fantastic save. But that is exactly what Turning Point has to do. Generate chances, resulting in rebounds. Nice opportunity there, just a better save.
Here's Rippon again. He fires a glove save, Bandit. And another whistle by the netminder for Composure.
All right, nice play there by Rippon. Winning the draw right to himself. Taking a nice shot on net. Another offensive zone faceoff. Turning Point starting to cook off the offense here.
They saw Kaya back over to Mark. Mark with a full head of steam down the left side. He'll dance around one man. He'll get poked by Delisle. He throws him down. Pass in front is swept away and cleared down the ice. No icing. And here's Odie. He'll skate in up the neutral zone. And offside is Tendy as he probably thought maybe a pass coming his way.
My dad's saying no, it's about Harley shirts. No, I don't think so. I'm all Hawaiian shirt. As here we are in Game 3, a 2-0 series lead for Composure. 0-0 score here in Game 3. You'll start to see some of those Game 3s pop in at the top right of your screen, compliments of the gaming. Nothing just yet. Waiting for our first team to advance to round 3. Here we are in elimination Game 3 of our featured series here tonight.
Here they go across the zone. Turning Point, what a read, intercepted by Odie. Onside, Odie back to Tendy, back to Odie, shot, and the save made there by Stonewall. McLovin dancing wide across to Tendy again. Tendy back to him, McLovin backhand, oh, he got poked away. McLovin again, dazzles in, backhand save made by Stonewall. They're turning it back over. Loose puck. Poke check back inside, Rippon leading to 3-on-2. Dancing down is Villain. Back in front. Oh my, loose puck changing direction. And a rush for McLovin down the wing. He waits, he can't get the shot. They score! McLovin! 1-0 Composure.
Stonewall tried to weather the storm there, but you can only do that for so long as Tendy finding McLovin in the slot. And that's the first goal of this game. Composure back in the lead, 1-0. Anaheim Ducks Gaming taking Game 3 over Instinct by a score of 3-2. They now lead that series 2-1.
Across they go, back McLovin marching in. And a stolen puck, Delisle. Look at the speed down the wing. Delisle shot, save made there by Bandit. And they'll want it down. 20 seconds, Tendy behind the net. Poke checked away in the corner. Oh, shot, save again. And one period in the books here. Pass back, shot deflected, save Bandit after 20. It is 1-0 for Composure thanks to McLovin with the opening goal.
Let's bring in Lime. It's 1-0 Composure. What do you see out there, and what does Turning Point have to do to force a Game 4?
Chris Davos, fellas, I thought that was going to be a goaltender period. Unbelievable goaltending by Bandit and Stonewall. It was nice to see Turning Point in the offensive zone there, putting pucks on net on Bandit. Couldn't get anything in the back behind him, unfortunately, but it was different at the other end. Composure, Stonewall robbing Composure for about 4 to 5 minutes down there, but it was McLovin from Tendy able to get it in the back of the net. I think Grizz Turning Point, they really just need to weather the storm, get pucks on net, and hope for maybe a shot from the point, take a trick out of Composure's book.
Pucks deep, pucks on, traffic in front. A couple of really good chances. That tip on, certainly a really good chance to go in. Just didn't go their way as Bandit, even though he red glove side blocker right where it had to be to make the save. So here we sit, 1-0 Composure headed towards the second period.
And here we go. Puck drop back to Official mark, Marco walk it through. He'll take it ahead. McLovin down the left side corner. Pass this. Hash marks! Oh my! What a chance and a big save by Stonewall. As again, composure threatening. As the rush goes for turning point, but they're offside on the play.
And again, they're just going to have to keep doing what they've done. They've gotten some good chances towards the net. Maybe the best offense we've seen out of them so far, but still unable to get one past Bandit. They got to work a little harder here. Maybe get a little lucky as well.
So back across it goes to Mark. Mark open for Marco inside, dropping it back over the one-timer back to Odie. Fires, and they score! Marco deflects it, and it's a 2-0 lead. Composure.
Marco, the drop pass, finding McLovin on the left-hand side, but that shot doesn't get through. It pops out to Odie. Odie, the high IQ play, not to let it rip right away. He took a step inside on the forehand, opened up the shot lane, tip in front. Composure, 2-0.
A backhand shot knocked away, back to Lyle, lets it go. It pops up in the air. Soilos, loose shot, blocked, rebound inside. A foot race at 3-on-2. Tandy. And the best pass goes all the way back to center ice. Marco will gain control. Over the line, Marco shovels it in right side for Tendy. Back to Sweet Lou. He'll try and hang on to it, but Tendy gets control. Back to the point now. Odie sachets over left side Mark. Mark waits, passes back in front. He tried to finagle it on Mark to McLovin. It didn't work out that way. Loose puck, Villain able to find it, and Villain is ahead another 2-on-1. Here's Villain. Over the middle, pass save made by Bandit. And here's another rush down the wing. Here's Tendy. Tendy dancing in, Tendy on the backhand, spins around, fakes it, and gets pushed off the puck there. There's a rush, Marco to Tendy. Tendy sachets, trying and dances through to Rippon, and Rippon stands him up and says no. He does a one-hand deep and passes it across to Delisle. Soilos. They sweep it away. It's still in the zone, but a little play by Rippon to keep things going here. Rippon back behind, wraparound save by Bandit, and Bandit will cover.
As Panda's saying, I think the boys just fold under primetime games like Kirk Cousins. They don't like the lights. They hate the big stage. Panda, you let them know, man. Let them know how upset they're making you right now as you want to go clubbing, but can't do it without a turning point series victory here.
Over the line, Sweet Lou marching it back over, dropping it back, Rippon over to Lawrence. The pass never got through. And they'll dump it down. Look at Mark over for Tendy. Tendy dropping it back. Mark on the forehand. Mark, the pass, save it. Oh, what a great save by Stonewall on the rebound. My goodness.
Yeah, it's a nice play there. It's finding Marco in front, let one rip. Tendy, the follow-up. Stonewall, 2 fantastic saves. Keep the deficit to just 2.
And Delisle off the face-off win. They drop it back to Sweet Lou. Sweet Lou, Marco intercepts it. Foot race, break for Tendy. Tendy, what a move! And he can't get the shot away. Across they go, back to Rippon. Sweet Lou to Delisle. Stopping it, another offside against Turning Point. They have just not been having their best of luck in this series so far.
I'll tell you what, Catch-22 giving the underdogs a series as Catch-22 won game 1 4-2. They dropped game 2 3-1, dropped game 3 1-0, but keeping it close as the 28th seed taking on the 3 seed. You wouldn't expect that series to look that close on paper.
Look at McLovin, they score! The pass back over to Marco. And my goodness, what a setup.
They just gave McLovin way too much space to work with there. As you see, just taking it in on the forehand, avoiding the back checker. How about that IQ? The spin pass inside, the shot just past the glove of Stonewall. Absolute perfection of a play there as a 3-0 lead now for Composure as they're looking for the 3-0 sweep. That was a beauty.
Timeout being called. Probably look at some more goals here. Here's the other one from Marco. One-timer block back to Odie, and that he's standing right there, avoids, gets the separation, and what a tip.
And that little shimmy, Davos, that was the difference between a shot block. A man in the lane says, oh, nope, I'm faking. Little head bob to the left-hand side. Just one stride was enough for that shot lane to open up for that tip-in goal. Composure putting on a clinic here. What a play that was.
And back they go. Just the spin pass right to Marco, open in that little area. And 3-0 now for Composure. And they drop it back across the lane. Turning back McLovin. McLovin dancing in. McLovin, oh, he just trickled it through. And the rebound is covered as he almost got that right back to himself. That would have been an amazing goal.
Oh, so close, but no dice. Offensive zone face-off here, 3:53 to go here in the second. 3-0 lead here in game 3. The 2-0 series lead as well for Composure, looking for the sweep.
This one got back over for Soy Los controls and intercepted. A breakaway for Tendy. Walking in. Hit the goalpost. Got a piece of that one with Stonewall. And with 2:20 to go in this one, still a 3-0 lead. Oh, what a play for Tendy. Tendy dancing and loses the puck, got it back to McLovin. Gave it the gut back, and it's away for Soylos. Turning point there, back to Delisle. Over for Sweet Lou. Villain again, back on the point now. Long drive is stopped there by Bandit. And Soylos has stolen the puck. Pass across is knocked away. One last crack, the pass deflected wide. One last rebound, it's loose, and it's end of the second period as Bandit gets the whistle. It's 3-0 for Composure.
As let's loop line back into the fold here. Down 3-0. Is there still a chance for turning point here?
No, Grizz, I was going to say, and I was going to get your opinion on this. It feels like the game's kind of changed. After these goals have gone in, Composure's kind of putting on the show within the show with these spins between the legs moves. We're seeing that gorgeous spin pass. And it seems like Turning Point has kind of turned it down a bit. What do you think?
Well, it's high quality, high IQ play. And they're taking what Turning Point has given them in front. They're not forcing. They're waiting for plays to open up in front of them. I mentioned just playing way too reserved defensively as Turning Point. They backed right off of McLovin. You certainly cannot do that against a player of that caliber, as he puts the back checker in the spin cycle, finds his man out in front, make no mistake, knocking that goal in. And 3-0 lead for Composure. You don't want to say it's over. There's still a full period left, but Turning Point, they got to score pretty quickly here to get themselves on the board, get some momentum flowing.
And here we go, third period underway. Will Turning Point have an answer? As Villain gave it right back to official Mark. He'll look behind his cage and look to get the offense going. Stretch past the Tendy to poke it away back. Odie now. Odie avoids his team. He walks the pass through and it deflects wide. Rebound off the back of the cage. And Delisle will control it. Across they go. They dump it into the slot and it's intercepted. Odie now. Intercepted Delisle. Back to Villain. One-timer block. Loose the pass and ricochets out of the zone. And a little too hot to handle was Tendy. Tendy had a chance. Walking free. And a save by Stonewall.
As some of those scores should be coming in shortly. Going to wait to see who's going to advance to the next round. A couple of 2-0s on the board right now, waiting for those scores to come in. 3-0 game here in the third. Nearly 3.5 minutes gone as Turning Point has to find a way to dig deep or their season will be over.
And here is ripping across for Soylos. Offside again, as they just cannot find themselves right now.
And I'm not sure, it's not a chemistry thing. These guys play so well together, but tonight, just not putting their best foot forward, and it's been a lot of chaos and a lot of dysfunction.
Wow, big save. Where's the puck? It's loose there.
Almost dropped right in, Davos.
Wow.
Oh,
Stonewall didn't know where it was for a second, and that one's poked away by Turning Point. Back to Composure now. Across it goes for Mark. Offside against Composure now.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Turning Point, they've not been able to generate sustained offense. They've had flashes here and there, a possession every once in a while, but nothing sustained, nothing too threatening to make Composure back off a little bit.
So back a big hit there in the slot. And this one goes to Rippon. Rippon in the corner now, knocked away to the slot. Here's a chance for Tendy. He's away to the races. Tendy spins, and a huge save by Stonewall. McLovin passes Tendy. Another chance. Blue Pirates get his wide. Villain escapes with a puck. Rippon will control it. Sweet Lou over for Soilos. Rippon again. Backhand over to Villain. And across the zone. Back to Villain. Across. Pathetic glove save. Are you kidding me?
Absolute beauty from Bandit to keep them off the board. Offensive zone faceoff here coming up for Turning Point. Starting to run out of time. 10-16 to go here in the third. 3-0 lead for Composure here in game 3.
Face off across to Odie. As they'll walk it across the blue line, he'll skate over the middle back to Marco. Marco got bumped, but he keeps possession. And then he gets freight trained back to Turning Point. Delisle back to Sweet Lou. Left side hits Villain and offside. Turning Point, just that little half step. Just too offside.
Panda says Lou is the only one that sees my potential. Well, I gotta say, probably could have used your services tonight, as the team has just not found a way to generate anything.
There's Marco, poke on goal, rebound to Marco! Low and blocker save as he stewed it away. It was flipping towards the open net. Villain across to McLovin, he takes it away. And up the zone, up the middle, taking it wide. Here's Delisle by himself. Back across, loose puck, and they can't get the shot away. And there's your first main event series winner. It is Isles GT taking down Collins. Over the zone, back in the corner. It's picked up by McLovin. There is Delisle. So that to center, and it goes, and it's intercepted. Villain with a heads-up play. Back to Delisle. Corner, pass in, backhand save made. Bandit, he will cover with 3:02 left in the period.
Oh, nice play there on the backhand. Better save from Bandit. Has been solid these last 2 games.
And second down in the third period. 3-0 for Composure. As Turning Point time running out. There's a play for Marco. Marco to the front. He can't get it wide. Marco behind the net. Inside out. Dancing to the front, and it's deflected wide. This one back to center. A loose puck again. There is Soilos. The pass! And Bandit denies him. A long pass intercepted by Sweet Lou with less than a minute to go. Here comes Tendy. Spin backhand. That was stopped there. Penalty upcoming. Rebound stopped again. McLovin back over the point. Back to Odie. Low drive. Deflected wide. Odie, 35. They pitch it out of the zone. It goes all the way down to Rex. Coming back in the slot, moving, dancing, and Bandit out of is on the ice at the empty net there. Here's Odie, the Bandit across, and it's intercepted in the 20 seconds or less. We have a penalty.
And Stonehand Bandit trying to force that pass in between 3 defensive players. Love to see it.
Face off here, tie up, win, back to Tendy. Tendy shades in, shades out, fakes and bakes. Back clean Odie, give and go.
Odie and Mark playing patty cake.
They score! Deflected in. Marco hat trick.
Patty cake. Odie on the board, blinds and fires. Why not? As Marco tips in front, another hat trick for Marco. Started the series with a hat trick. He'll end the series with a hat trick. 6.3 to go. 4-0 Composure as they will sweep Turning Point.
Long drive, deflected, and that's it. That is your game winner. That is your series. Composure takes down Turning Point at 3-0. Another 4-0 shutout win for Bandit.
What a massive, massive sweep there by Composure as they win all three in round one, all three in round two, taking down Turning Point with Marco getting a natural hat trick in game one. He gets another hat trick in game three. What a showing here by Composure, Chris.
Man, I think I underestimated Composure. They looked rock solid here tonight against a pretty good lineup. They made that lineup look pretty bad tonight, not putting their best step forward. They didn't have Panda in the lineup. They did with Panda last night, elected to bench him, and Panda not happy about it, of course, but how could you be mad about it? I mean, Turning Point, they had their best roster set to go. They didn't show up for their boys tonight, and Stonewall, got to tip your cap to him. He played phenomenal. I mean, he faced so many shots between those games. I believe game two, little easier for him, only had 8 shots, but the other 2 games up near 20 shots, 20 plus shots. So Stonewall, tip my cap to you for sure. You played excellent tonight. Probably a goal or 2 you want back, but you did everything that you could with the onslaught of the offense that was Composure. Congratulations to Composure. They will advance to round 3.
Yeah, congratulations as well. Taking 6 straight wins. Very impressive here to do in a tournament like this. Tip of the cap to New York Isles Gaming Team as well, being the only other team to win 6 in a row. And Entourage, they just might, Grizz, as they are up 2-0 in their series. But this has been absolutely fantastic, hasn't it, Davos? We're through round 1 and round 2 of playoffs. We have round 3 coming Wednesday, December 14th, and round 4 coming Thursday, December 15th.
We have a little bit graphic. You have a graphic that you guys want to take a look at the playoff matchups so far. Not complete, as Isles GT did sweep Tolerance 3-0. Entourage taking down Clutch Crew 3-0 after their good first round upset. Underdogs looking to take down Catch 22. That's going to be a good series. And it looks like Momentum taking down Monarchs in that one. Composure taking down Turning Point, as we just saw. We have Heroes and Legacy battling it out with Strictly Business and Caps Gaming, Ducks, and Instinct still on the board here, fellas.
Those are some pretty sweaty matchups, and we are going to see the end of that through on Wednesday, December 14th. Grizz, who are you excited to see as we get deeper and deeper into this playoffs?
Well, I think you always want to watch those premier teams that you're just used to seeing there. You know they're going to bring their A game every night. Wouldn't mind seeing a little more Composure. They look fantastic tonight. Entourage, Isles GT, Underdogs, Caps Gaming, Ducks Gaming, all these NHL teams. You got to love the success that they're having. And the more they succeed, the more teams might hop into this thing, the bigger this thing can start to grow. So definitely shout out to all those teams starting to sponsor not only events, but Sixes teams as well. You just love to see it Ducks included in that one.
Yeah, of course. And we are actually going to pop over and take a look at the Contenders Cup matchups as well, Grizz, as we have 8 teams left up in the Contenders Cup. Bandits and Rain, 9th, No Regret, Slot Rockets, Road to Glory, Frost Esports, and Elevated all went head-to-head tonight in that lower division of the Contenders Cup here. Grizz, we can't forget about those guys.
No, we can't. And it's Rain currently up 2-1 over Bandits HC. It's 9th currently up over No Regret. Slot Rockets trailing in their series 2-1 versus Road to Glory. And Frost Esports enjoying a 2-1 series lead over Elevated.
This is where all the good matchups are, all the close matchups.
These are the ones that we've been waiting for, right, Davos? No, the Contenders Cup, these gentlemen are playing for those prizes. And then we obviously have our competitors division for the $8,000, which we are showcasing here. And we will be back with you guys for Wednesday, December 14th, Thursday, December 15th. And then the big finals is going to be coming up Sunday, December 18th. I'm so excited for that, Grizz.
Yeah, and I mean, it's coming quick. When you have 2 playoff series a week, I mean, it's going to be here just like that. Cannot wait to see which teams are going to punch their ticket to the finals. We got a couple more broadcasts before we get to that point.
We definitely do. We want to give a huge shout out to the Anaheim Ducks for putting on this amazing tournament. And thank you to McDonald's of Southern California, Zip Chair, and League Gaming. These two amazing casters will be will be beside me Wednesday, December 14th to follow through our third rounds of playoffs. For myself, from Grizz and Davos, have a fantastic evening.